be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals.
A sucker's a nigga pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, oh, I'm not going because this yeah, I think I can take him.
J. Prince tried to get 50 Cent to leave Houston, and guess what? 50 isn't backing down. He's coming after J. Prince strongly, revealing all the questionable dealings behind what's being called an extortion attempt. J. Prince has been under pressure and allegedly sent his people to interfere with 50's business. But you can count on 50 to respond with force. He's already pulled a prank on Instagram. 50 reportedly has evidence that could seriously damage J. Prince's operation if he chooses to reveal it. Believe me, J. Prince might not want that kind of attention, but it's important to remember he still holds influence in Houston streets. He has loyal supporters. 50 Cent may need to stay alert. This clash between two heavyweights is shaping up to be unforgettable, so let's talk about it.
Insinuate, extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force myself.
J. Prince considers himself the king of Houston, and 50 Cent has been challenging him for years. Their rivalry has always been tense, sometimes bordering on serious conflict, and 50 has publicly stated his disagreement with J. Prince's entire checking-in system. Despite this, they maintained a long-distance feud, minus 50 holding it down in New York, and J. Prince leading in H-Town. There wasn't really a reason for a direct conflict unless they crossed paths in person, which rarely happened, but then everything changed. To bring the rivalry to J. Prince's front door, 50 Cent moved his business operations to Houston. He first shared the news in a tweet that said, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now." He had previously expressed frustration with New York's high taxes, which he said were hurting his business. Like many entrepreneurs, he wanted to reduce overhead, but that wasn't the only reason for his move. More on that in a moment. Houston is one of the major hubs for hip-hop, rap, and trap culture, and 50 had mentioned before that he wanted to be more involved in that scene. Some have also speculated that he moved to Houston for business reasons related to his alcohol brand. 50 Cent is a serious entrepreneur who's passionate about entertainment, culture, and the arts. He saw Houston as a strong opportunity to grow his investments and tap into a booming market. There are stories about Branson Cognac making waves in Houston, with 50 visiting liquor stores to showcase his product. Some say he found a strong customer base there and wanted better access to that market. But J. Prince reportedly didn't see it that way. He was upset and felt that 50 Cent was stepping into his territory. According to reports, J. Prince initially tried to pressure 50 Cent into checking in by sending his crew to intimidate him into paying up, but 50 wouldn't allow it. He let J. Prince know that he had his own security and wouldn't tolerate what he viewed as intimidation under the pretense of local protocol.
No, it's a sucker to me. A sucker's a pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, oh, I'm not going because this
I won't
nigga's-
fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I called J. Prince.
That only made J. Prince more frustrated. Rumor has it, he tried to impose a no-fly zone on 50, but it didn't work. Minus 50 made it clear he doesn't play those kinds of games. He wasn't hiding or backing down. He was visible, conducting business, and even creating new opportunities for the community. 50 Cent had plans to invest around $20 million into building a film studio in Houston for his company, G-Unit Film. But eventually he canceled those plans and decided to move the business to Shreveport, Louisiana.
So Nelson, you may not know this. You had the opportunity to take Houston.
Yeah.
But you chose Shreveport.
Yeah. And Houston didn't have the same. They embraced me. They good. Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive.
The mayor of Houston gave 50 Cent the key to the city and hosted a 50 Cent Day celebration in 2022, about a year after his move. The event happened during the annual Thanksgiving Day parade, and Mayor Sylvester Turner spoke highly of 50 Cent. calling him one of the city's most influential figures and praising his work as a philanthropic artist, rapper, and businessman who supported many causes, especially in high schools where his Unity program helps turn students into entrepreneurs. After officially declaring November 24th as 50 Cent Day, the mayor said 50 will always have a home in Houston. The crowd's enthusiasm was clear as they embraced him as one of their own, and 50 responded with equal appreciation in his speech.
To the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his Unity program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence, and so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now, before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open.
It's not hard to see why some people question how 50 Cent earned the key to the city, while J. Prince is often portrayed in a more negative light. Since arriving in Houston, 50 Cent has invested heavily in the local community. So while 50 was being honored, J. Prince, according to the narrative, may have felt sidelined as 50 rose to prominence in his hometown and funds certain welfare initiatives through his G Unity Foundation. For example, he established the Unity Business Lab, an educational program designed to foster the growth of high school students' entrepreneurial skills in the Houston International School District. He has also made his presence known in Houston's sports and entertainment scene. In addition to hosting the first Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival in 2022, where he partnered with the Rockets to provide 1,000 free turkeys to local families for Thanksgiving. The brand has partnered with the Houston Rockets, Astros, and Texans. In 2023, he also donated $850,000 worth of toys at a holiday event to support a citywide initiative. In 2024, he helped raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity and auctioned off 2 large bottles of his Armand de Brignac champagne. The event ultimately collected $6 million, setting a new record for the organization, which aims to provide 100,000 gifts to children in the city.
Matter of fact, God darn it, 50 Cent, get out here. Come on.
I know all the time I've spent with him, we've had some great times. He even tried to tell me some things one night.
I gotta hang out with the people that can buy this stuff from me. I think Johnny might be on.
In conclusion, the city admires 50 for his undeniable influence. But what about J. Prince and his mob ties group? Where do we even start? Instead of creating opportunities for the city, after establishing himself as a major figure in Houston, J. Prince reportedly started intimidating artists who wanted to work there, all under the claim of providing protection. At first, it seemed like a good idea, protecting artists who visited the city so they wouldn't be robbed. But it appears to have turned into something more like an organized scheme. J. Prince and his team operate a system called checking in, where artists are expected to meet with J. Prince to show respect.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
However, it's not just a courtesy visit. It often involves handing over significant amounts of money, which J. Prince claims is for their safety and to ensure any stolen property is recovered. But in reality, many artists feel that with their own security teams, they shouldn't have to participate. Still, they're often placed in a difficult situation by Jay Prince's group, leading to confrontations and losses. When NBA YoungBoy came to Houston on business and chose not to check in, he allegedly paid the price. While he was away, two individuals broke into his property and stole some of his chains, cash, and keys to luxury vehicles. The thieves then demanded a $30,000 ransom for the return of his belongings, but YoungBoy didn't take the bait. He called out the act as immature and refused to engage.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back or what? You ain't get, you flunked out. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap. Man. You capping, bro. They gonna believe anything you want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my lip hard. You bitch ass niggas on this bitch like y'all.
Then Jay Prince entered the situation by tagging YoungBoy in an Instagram video, claiming the stolen items had been handed over to him, and inviting YoungBoy to get in touch to retrieve them.
The little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
We got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, we got your keys, we got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back.
However, YoungBoy saw through the gesture and strongly rejected it. He criticized Jay Prince for addressing the matter publicly instead of reaching out privately. YoungBoy pointed out that if Jay Prince genuinely intended to help, he would have contacted him directly rather than using a video post to speak on their business. YoungBoy realized this was an attempt to pressure him into paying even more than the original demand, so he declined.
Hey, I don't want no friends, I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy, I don't respect none of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on them keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
Even Cameron and Matt Dollar voiced their disapproval of Jay Prince's actions, saying that someone of his experience should be mentoring the younger generation instead of getting involved in questionable activities. YoungBoy is far from the only artist who has called out Jay Prince's checking-in practice.
You're dealing with older people. They're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Maze, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let...
You've likely heard the speculation about Jay Prince's involvement in the tragic death of Takeoff, who was killed during one of those infamous dice games. There are also claims that these dice games, allegedly hosted by Jay Prince and his sons, have been used as part of a broader intimidation scheme targeting artists visiting Houston. Sources say a fight broke out during one such event, and when weapons were drawn, a stray bullet fatally struck Takeoff. However, new footage reportedly suggests the situation may not have been a random act. After takeoff and Quavo reportedly did not check in as expected, J. Prince was allegedly upset and is rumored to have instructed his team to send a message. What was intended as a minor warning reportedly spiraled out of control, leading to Takeoff's death. When asked about the incident, J. Prince often appears evasive and avoids giving direct answers. To determine who has contributed more to Houston and why 50 and J. Prince will never be on the same level. This is where things get complicated. It is said that J. Prince has been planning how to take down 50 and shut down his business in Houston. But before he could carry out those plans, 50's drama with Big Meech began. J. Prince consistently took sides with Big Meech, and there are rumors that he sent some of his associates after 50 to warn him to back off.
I believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living, but
however, you know that 50 isn't the kind of guy who would let someone intimidate him. Instead, he made the bold decision to expose J. Prince and his alleged extortion network. Rumor has it that 50 is now on a mission to put an end to J. Prince's control over Houston, and you can bet that he's going to enjoy doing it. However, I have a question for you. Do you think 50 needs to stay cautious while he's in Houston, or do you think he has another strategy to outsmart J. Prince? Let us know in the comments, and then check out the next video.